Retired homicide detective Dave Gurney is trying to enjoy a quiet life upstate when an old acquaintance, Mark Mellery, pulls him back in with a plea for help. Mellery's been getting anonymous letters that all start the same way. Pick a number, then. He opens the envelope and somehow, the exact number he was thinking is already written inside. It feels like a miracle, and it's way too accurate to chalk up to luck. Gurney doesn't buy the magic. He sees a setup, the wording, the page layout, the timing of each delivery, all of it gently steering the victim toward one choice. As Mellery gets more anxious, the envelopes get bolder and the messages turn darker. Soon Gurney realizes the letters aren't just mind games. They point to deliberate surveillance, old records, buried embarrassments, and unfinished business coming back to haunt him. Freshly frozen snow at night. You're looking at tracks from the gate to the door, toes toward the door, heels toward the street. Impossible, right? The team shot the prints with a single light at an angle, and everyone thought the same thing. He walked backward, but the steps were too even. The pressure pattern looked like forward walking. Something's off. The closer we looked, the more we saw. Fine feathering on the edges, a depth difference between heel and toe, and a tiny notch that repeats in every print. Natural footprints don't copy the same floor over and over. If the same mistake shows up each time, there's a mold involved. We're down to 3 options. Someone really walked backward, or walked forward with a reversed sole, or stamped the prints one by one with a mould. We tried it on similar snow with a PU, mould, side lighting and a tilted camera. Really do flip your sense of toe. Bear's heel, your eyes get fooled. That day the snow softened in the afternoon and refroze at night, leaving a thin ice crust. The perp worked right. After the crust formed, lightly misted the surface and pressed the mould straight down. That's why the edges feather the same way on every print. The little granules we collected, release powder and PU, shavings, confirmed it in the lab. In a nearby storage space we found PU casting scraps, a reverse tread boot sole and a wooden press grid. The defect on the mould was a perfect match for that tiny notch at the seam. Supply receipts plus fibre particle. Matches close the loop, from the mould straight back to the suspect's workshop. So the miracle of the reversed footprints wasn't magic at all. It was engineering and illusion. Which part sold the staging for you? The light and angle trick? The mould defect or the perfect timing with the ice crust? Tell me in the comments.